were expecting some sloppiness, but 25 assists to 7 turnovers. Did that even surprise you a little bit, how well they played?
Yeah, how well we took care of the ball. I was surprised with that for sure. We had some sloppiness in our execution offensively and defensively. That, in my opinion, was good because when I went back and actually watched the tape, and I'm sure the Lakers feel the same thing, so there's no disrespect because they're where we're trying to get, but we have room to grow. We can play better than what we play on both sides of the ball.
You mentioned you wanted to try and get all 20 guys in. You were able to do that, but the field goal distribution looked pretty good. Was there a message for everybody to get their touches, or was that just how it worked out?
No, that's just how it works out. We don't care who scores, just like we don't care who gives the idea. Hey, let's give our flowers to the next open person. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's open, go ahead. And if you open, let them. I'm about to curse. I can't curse.
You could.
We're not lying.
Well, it's not really curse. It's just some words I say a lot, but let it fly.
You mentioned you were the player when you did, and you obviously had like a 6-minute mark kind of average. How difficult is that to pull off and accomplish?
It's not that hard. Rick Carlisle, when I worked for him before, he has this minute sheet, and so it's like filling in a jigsaw puzzle. So I sit down and I go through that and map it out, make sure that there's some sort of flow there, and then you tell everybody kind of when you're going to go in. So if they're not going to go in until in the second half, okay, get your mind right, because at this time you need to start warming your body up or getting your mind even more in tune, and then you're ready to go in. So that minute sheet that I stole from Rick Carlisle was really helpful with me.
Like we've seen KZ starting in that first game. Is that something we're going to see going forward? And just how do you assess it?
I just, I'm watching how the group plays. What I like about KZ is he's a guy that knows he's got to defend, he's got to take the best player, he's got to run, he's got to offensive rebound. He's got to do all the little things to free up some of our other guys for doing what they do. He's got to cut, and I thought, he had some cuts that led to some easy buckets for himself and for his teammates. He got out and ran in transition. I thought he got in the mix in offensive rebound, so he's got to keep trying to do that at a high level in order for me to continue to take a look at it, but I could easily start somebody else there right now, So.
We've seen Keegan at starting five that you had that you started at the third quarter. They had 42. They finished with 42 points, and I think they had an 18-2 run. Was that something that you talked to them about? Getting you guys off to a good start in that second half, compared to the first half.
Yeah. What I liked about that, it started with Davion, and defensively, Davion's the head of the snake with the second unit. Fox is the head of the snake with the first unit. And Davion got up into the ball. There was ball pressure. He got an easy deflection just from the ball pressure. We got out and we ran. But when you look at that second group, there's a lot of scoring, a lot of shooting at the second group. And Keegan, he can let it go in that second group, and that's what he did. That's where he scored the bulk of his points, playing with those guys, because he's one of those types of guys to be able to go get a bucket. They shared the ball, they moved the ball, and it was a lot of fun to watch. But like I said, it all started with Davion's defensive intensity. Everybody followed behind him.
Mike, we're seeing Keegan at the three actually quite a bit. How much in practice, what percentage of his reps are at the three versus the four?
So really, our 2, 3, and 4 are all the same. For sure, it's more about can we match up defensively. Like Keegan, in my opinion, can probably play the 2, 3, or 4. So his versatility on both sides of the ball is a lot of fun to see, especially with how poised he is for a young guy.
Is he more effective defensively at one or two of those spots?
I haven't figured that out yet, but in the summer league he guarded some twos. Obviously he's guarded 3s and 4s, so we'll see as we go along.
Does your strategy, the way you approach maybe Sunday's preseason game, differ from the one that you just came through in terms of just similar manpower?
Oh, you mean coming this Sunday?
Yeah,
it's going to be different. Yeah, we won't play all 20 this Sunday. At most we'll play 15, maybe anywhere from 13 to 15 guys. Our starters will probably play into the second half.
You talk about poise with Keegan. Is it surprising to you that he just looks so comfortable at every level that he steps on the court?
Yes, because I think I'm more nervous for him than he is. But he doesn't show it at all if he is.
I saw you catching with David Vanderpool here. I was just curious, did you go way back with him? How do you know David?
Yeah, so when he was, I think he was a player at CSKA Moscow, and I was a head coach at Cleveland. I went over there to see Ettore Messina. He was a head coach at CSKA. I went to Italy to watch a training camp with him for about a week. And he was either a player or a coach at that time, but that's when I first met him. And obviously, we just, with him being in the league, me being in the league, we've just been friends ever since. And, you know, anytime anybody's out of a job, you know, they're more than welcome to come by because our business is so small and it's tough. We want to try to pick each other up when you're out.
You called the time.
Sorry, guys, we have to go. Apologies, coach.